Hey Taurus, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my channel and to your August love reading. We're going to take a look at where things are at with the person you're interested in, what issues might be going on, and what to do about them. If you guys are new to my channel, thanks so much for taking the time to check me out. If you like how I do things, hit subscribe. If you're interested in a free answer to a question, let me know that you did subscribe. And if you're also interested in entering into my giveaway, guys, comment giveaway down below, alright? For those of you returning to my channel, I'm so happy to be here with you guys. I didn't know if I was ever going to see you again. My channel got hijacked and then it was like 2 weeks. So I didn't post any videos for a while. I'm so happy to be here and to be back with you guys. I missed you guys. Alright. Thank you for all of you who like completely defended me and all of that. That person went live on my channel. It was crazy. So thank you so much for all of you who supported me and reported that. Thank you, Crafty Tarot, for my personal moral support, because I definitely needed it through all that. So he was so awesome. If you guys want to check him out, he's great. Alright, so with all of that crap with my channel, though, I had some issues. One, I can't get to my comments. So if I still owe you a reading for subscribing, please comment and let me know, and I will get you taken care of. Also, my comments are kind of weird. I mean, my community thing's kind of weird. So check me out on Instagram, earthlyenergies1111, if you want some updates or access to any of my daily and weekly specials, okay? Alright, there will be an extended guide, so we're going to go over further outcomes, timelines, messages from them, further actions you need to take, all that jazz will be included there, alright? This is a general reading, so take what fits, guys, leave the rest. It's based off of energies, actions, behaviors going on today with you and the people around you. Alright, if you're wanting some specifics regarding your situation for a big decision or whatever, book a private reading. I do have some specials going on this month. All that information is down below. And if you guys are wanting to rebalance, everything's been kind of crazy. So if you're wanting to rebalance with things, go check out my line of crystal products. They definitely do help rebalance your chakras if you're needing it. It was kind of a crazy month. So Taurus, let's see what's going on with you and your person. All right, let's see the root of the problem in this for the situation. Kind of what's the main aspect that we're dealing with at the moment. All right, and let's see what's the situation regarding that problem or issue that's going on now. All right, let's take a look at the past here and the future. All right, you want to come out too? You can come out too. Okay. Alright, I want to see advice, and I want to take a look at where this is headed, what you can do, what they can do to change where things are at. What they can do. Oh my goodness, the cards are just coming out all over the place. Alright, what to accept about the situation. And advice. Also, tap into that energy behind me, guys. It is perfect for letting go of negativity, bringing in positivity. Alright, sorry for the bugs around. I got 2 weeks left, but it's alright. I sacrificed it so that you can enjoy that. Alright, guys. Alright, what is this hermit doing here? And the Nine of Swords. Overall energy from them and you. Okay. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look here. So, the root of the problem of the situation here is the Eight of Wands. Not having enough forward movement here, or progression with regards to a decision or action or movement that you wanted to take. You've kind of been in the stagnant energy in the past, maybe been unable to move forward with something. Somebody's been waiting for you to move forward with them. There's just been a sense of direction and using, where things have been at in the past and knowing when to make that move and when not to make that move, basically, okay? And you had to complete some changes from the past to come into this ability to take a forward progression here. It's possible that you could be traveling to see somebody or just be kind of in motion with regard to your personal work here. But there is a sense of action being taken here, producing news or something that can help produce a sense of strength, mental strength with regard to this relationship. So you or someone you're dealing with is providing some clarity is what I'm picking up on here. Some action that's finally kind of, I feel like it's been a really stagnant situation for a while. The Knight of Wands, this is the past energy here. And we've got the Six of Swords as far as where things are at in regards to this problem right now. Where are things at right now today? Right now we've got a Six of Swords. So this is about needing to have a communication and get past this old disappointing energy. This is something that, nobody really knew which direction to go here. Is this something we can solve through? Are we going to reconnect? Is this something we can recover from? Where do we stand with this? That's the action being taken here, is resolved to that question right there. Movement and action being taken to create some type of a mental perception regarding this old energy, this past disappointment that you guys have been going through, or that the person you're dealing with has been going through. I feel like there was a lot of moving away from it, and that's what's being addressed right now, is the fact that wasn't dealt with, okay? It wasn't addressed the way that it needed to be, or someone just hasn't gotten closure on this situation yet. Okay, again, the Knight of Wands for past energy. So I feel like this was very quick. It was really nice energy. I mean, it was fun, creative, passionate, a beautiful beginning of something, but it stayed there. It stayed in this passionate, extreme kind of a... everybody was still seeking out what they wanted from this. It wasn't a matter of building a foundation at that point. It was just kind of fast energy. Very romantic, very powerful energy, but it stayed there. Coming forward here in the future, we've got Ten of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. So there's like a sense of maturity and responsibility being taken with what happened in breaking that foundational point back in the past, or not even establishing that. It was almost like something happened and it just kind of got left in the air, and nobody really could define what everything was even about, what the meeting, what the future held, things like that. So the future shows promise. It shows a recognition of this spiritual loss, this material loss that you might have even had, in considering things that you might have sacrificed, or energies might have been put towards things that needed attention. And this is about coming into a position of offering something solid. I also get the feeling like you're going to be focusing a lot on your money moving forward here in the future, and it's going to take a really big sense of balance before things are going to feel like that you can combine your relationships with your work, because this is telling me that you are very much in control of something big with regards to your money and your finances. So there's been a lot of self-love that has been gained here, and I think that that's great. Now it's determining how you want to implement the other things that are important to you, or that need to be addressed, so that you can keep moving in that energy. You needed to get to a point of established. You needed to get to a point where you felt back in control, Taurus, because that's really important to Tauruses. But now that you've done that, now you can go back and kind of address whatever this is, and either close it out and just completely thrive, or address it, embrace it, and love it, and then thrive even more. So it's really discerning what you want this month. You know, you are thinking about this particular situation. It could have been just kind of a one-night thing. It could have been just a very short-term relationship, very passionate and not as much spiritual based. But that's on your mind. You know, what you hold as passion. And honestly, I feel like passion in general overall is really a focal point for you. But so is this connection that happened, okay? The person you're dealing with is self-love and creating a healthy foundation. That's kind of the basis of their life. They've really done a lot of work going within and finding their worth, and I think that part of this situation kind of helped them out. As disappointing as it could have been, I feel like it gave them a perspective that they really needed, and they were able to go and say to themselves, you know, this is what I want, this is what I need. And whether they're waiting on it from you, or whether they needed to see that you got into a place where you were ready to accept what they had to offer. I mean, it could be vice versa. But overall, I feel like the person you're thinking about is in a good place right now. They've done kind of pretty much what July needed them to do to get to a place where they could be coming from a heart space, be open to what the future can bring them, be open to ideas and to different types of possibilities. Because I feel like you've got a lot going on, and so that you're going to need someone who could kind of help, who can manage all that mentally and spiritually and emotionally. Very important. Maybe in the past they just weren't in a position to do that. All right, so advice from Spirit here. We've got the Magician and the Seven of Wands. They flipped out in the reverse, but I took them as upright because I'm not feeling them necessarily in the reverse. The advice here is for you to take action and to bring conscious awareness about and to live in that space moving forward. So if there's anything that's needing your attention, that either you're wanting to manifest, that you're needing to balance out so that you can pull power from that, as opposed to it being something that kind of weighs you down, that definitely needs your attention. Sevens are all about finding victory and things, but this in particular is about having that moment of reflection and really seeing what I'm saying. You had a moment where you were like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm in a really good space right now. Everything's going in a karmically just type of way, and you want to keep that flow going. So you're like, let me just go ahead and clear out all of all the ghosts in my closet here, so I can just be in a good position in my next step here, which is a great way to finish out 2019, because now you can go into 2020 with a very clear and optimistic, you know, I'm doing this, this is where I'm going, just very straightforward, very knowing on which direction that you're taking this. So Spirit's asking for you to be very clear in your intentions with what you want, with what that's going to mean. You know, cut out the deception, cut out the things that aren't true to you or true to your reality, and hold true to that, even if other people around you aren't necessarily seeing eye to eye. If they love you and they're there for you and they support you, then they'll support this too. Okay, so where this is headed, we have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about growing here. It's about having a message that allows for things to clear out when it comes to uncertainties, or the truth to be coming out. Being very just in a sense of honesty and truth, and whatever happened in the past, there's a desire to bring that karmically right again, coming back around to make sense of why any of this even happened. But there is growth here. Okay, there's things that happened in the past that might have been a little bit immature, but these are things that are going to be discussed here. It's delivering truth. Queen of Cups and the Chariot, further on where this is headed. So this truth that's coming out, as sucky as it might be a little bit, it feels good still. It feels really good. The Chariot and the Queen of Cups. So this is the universe is supporting you in this delivery. They're allowing for you to take a moment of of seeing things, and from a very self-controlled and self-knowing type of space, very intuitive type of space, and almost providing you with that realization and that aha moment that you're able to receive this so that you can do your will in the best way, but it's also divinely guided. And the Queen of Cups is what kind of is going to ascend from this is closure, clarity, stability. I feel like you're going to receive some type of, or giving, so that someone can be receiving from you some type of an emotional understanding about how you feel. So what this person can do to change things or make things continue in a very positive, the most beneficial way for both of you is to continue to speak it from a very honest place from their heart, very clear, consciously, being honest with how they feel as well. This is not about sugarcoating what is really desired. It's about really going within and saying, what am I willing to accept with my morals and values, and what am I not willing to accept? I feel like there could be something that they really want to express, and if they hold back on that, it could create some further delays, just because I think that's very important. Even if you know what they want to say, being able to speak it to each other is very important. So coming at you with a just further articulated type of way, it's very just, it's very, you can tell it took time to really create a sense of self-control, all right, and a path that would lead to an ability for you to have that requirement that you need as far as having balance with all of those areas. If the person you're wanting or that you choose isn't able to balance things too, and work with your schedule and with your life and all the things in it and balance theirs, that has to be able to be solidified, practiced, shown, all of those kinds of things. So they need to keep moving forward with being a solid them, basically, to move forward in the relationship and communicate very clearly. What you can do, we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. So creative growth and communication. So continuing to communicate in a way that helps them recognize what you want is going to be really important. Communication is super important. The Six of Cups is about sharing that heart space and coming from a place where you really desire ultimate satisfaction in this relationship and within your own life. And being able to express that and keeping that in the priority spot and the focal point of how you are manifesting your thoughts and ideas and beliefs, that's what's going to produce this, okay? Even if it's just thinking about how you want to communicate with this person. Yeah. Yeah. Like wishful thinking, just reminiscing on old times and past experiences, loving experiences, things you want to experience with this person or within your life, This is a very dreamy state, and continuing in this positive dreamy state is going to help you get to your best case scenario and to the ultimate result that you're wanting, especially if it's with this person. Alright, so what you can accept about this, the Hermit card. It took some introspection, whether from you or from the person that you like and want to be with, to really get the wheels cranking here and get things in forward motion with their solidity in their life. And if you are feeling a little bit off with something, Taurus, then I feel like this is a recommendation for you to do that. Look at the direction that the universe is trying to push you in. If you've got some moments that just aren't feeling the best, take a moment to go within and find the root reason for that. And if it's pain or karmic debt, address it. Otherwise, I sense that things are going really well for you. And this is more saying to let the past kind of go, not to hold so much pressure on it, like, oh, but this happened. Everything happens for a reason, and it's being able to see it and say, you know what, I would not be where I'm at today if none of that had happened. And that realization is just going to help kind of allow you to ease on through to this new energy with faith and confidence, feeling supported by the universe, and kind of with a knowing, and just a different sense of knowing that, you know what, as long as I want the highest satisfaction for myself, I'm in this for the best case scenario for me and for the other person that I'm involved with. I just want the highest level of satisfaction and intention, just very loving intention. You guys are in this for the best, for taking care of each other, for going in and having fun and experiencing things, and complimenting each other, and showing that attention and affection and all of those beautiful things that come with the relationship. Okay. Don't get scared, though. Don't get scared of what this connection can bring to you. Sometimes you can kind of, it is scary, but getting this insight is a lot. It can be very overwhelming sometimes, but Taurus, let it come in. It is going to happen. It is happening. I mean, you are seeing and feeling things that are just like wish fulfillment, and this is not a time for you to say, oh, well, maybe, you know, it's just too good to be true. Nope, it is absolutely happening because it's meant to happen. Further advice from Spirit. 9 of Swords. I see you have some anxiety about how good this can be for you. It's almost like, again, this is too good to be true. And that maybe this is going to create some kind of, you know, heartache or disappointment. But they're letting you know that if you let anxiety and fear take control of what ultimately makes you happy, even if it's somebody else, confusion, you know, things, other people's thoughts in your head making it hard to know what to do. If you allow that to take control over your happiness, you're just going to end up feeling this disappointment further. You've got so many things that are beautiful, Taurus. What in the world why would you let somebody do that to you, right? If, like I said earlier, if they love you, they're going to be here for you. Okay? They're going to be here for you. The universe is here for you. Why wouldn't your people be there for you? And if they're not, let them fret over it for a while, because, and get a little bit, you know, put your foot down about that. Like, this is what makes me happy. Are you really, you're in this to make me feel like I can't have what makes me happy? Right? It will come back around in your favor. I promise. So, don't let them stomp on your dreams there, okay? Yeah. Let me get a further clarifier on that card. I mean, on those cards there. Yeah. If you do, you could lose this opportunity. Remember, what's headed your way is a truce here, a very honest development somehow with this relationship. But if you let other people get in your head and speak for you, basically, I see that you could walk away from this situation and miss the opportunity, basically. Alright, so be very cautious with that, guys. Alright, let's get some advice from your... Man, that card really wanted to come out. We're going to keep it. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Well, no wonder. Okay. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Even if it wasn't somebody, even if it's not somebody that you've known forever, it's not like anybody that you normally would give that kind of attention to. If you've given something to them and you left them high and dry, close it out. All right, give them something. Speak with truth. At least give them the truth, and then let it go, or embrace it and experience what maybe it was meant to be. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. All right, Taurus. I know that's coming outside of your comfort zone, Gladys, a little bit. Okay, but allow it to happen. Speak your truth. Okay, show others that you love, and that you can love the intention of the energy you're putting out there. That's really important nowadays. And I think that's come into a very big perspective for you, is the importance of the energy you put behind something. Super, super important. And I feel like you're kind of going back and you're just making some things right because things are going so well for you. You're like, I don't want it to go backwards. I don't want to regress. So I'm gonna make things right. Or you have other people coming to make things right with you. And yeah, just be cautious on who's getting in your head there, and don't let them stop, because you're gonna feel that in your solar plexus. You're gonna feel like something's not right about this. This is off. Something's not truth about this. Speak your truth, okay? They will support you. In the end, they will support you. I'm getting that. And that's a clear message. They will support you. You just have to take that leap of faith and trust the universe and what they're wanting to give you, okay? You're not going to lose. You are big time going, big time. They still got your back here. But you get even more. You get even more if you trust in what the universe is trying to provide you, what they're telling you, the signs they're giving you, the information that you're gaining, okay? All right, now, if you guys are working with an Aries, a Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Cap, Aquarius, and Pisces. Alright. Alright, Taurus, if you're working with an Aries may not be feeling so hot this month, alright? They might be feeling a little bit against the weather, okay? Like things might not be going so well for them, or they have some delays with some things, or like they're just not really liking. This could be somebody that is feeling a little bit more unsupportive of situations. So, depending on who this is, it might be kind of a rough communication this month, or you might need to just pick your time wisely when it comes to where they're at with things. Because the Star card is overall talking about them. They're kind of discouraged about some things. So they have an insecurity, perhaps, about how you're feeling or how you're choosing certain things. Okay, the Page of Swords with another Taurus. So I definitely see where there could be a little bit of that fear, but I can see good communication should you guys choose to come together and have that that conversation about the past or what you want to do in the future. But just be cautious to use, very compassionate perspectives and respectful approaches, because being quick or immature about anything is going to create some issues. But if you're just coming at this, it's just kind of coming to a truce with some things and coming to some honest understandings, it's going to go pretty well here. All right, if you have a Gemini, well, Geminis are just going to be thrilled to hear from you, okay? And this is going to go very well. I feel like conversations are going to go well with Geminis this month. They came out of a funk from July, so I feel like they're really ready to just go have a great time and feel that lightness in life, just like you are, okay? If we've got a Cancer here, Cancers, we've got a little bit of more kind of heartfelt actions here as far as how they have our emotions. Maybe they're feeling a little bit more of this loss and they took it a little bit more personally. So there could be a little bit more energy to get through, okay? A little bit more blockages when it comes to dealing with a Cancer. And so I more than anything, just use good judgment when you are communicating. Make sure you've taken the necessary kind of steps to approach them. Might have to be a little bit more measured, okay, than spontaneous. Okay, they've got the Justice in reverse for a Leo. So the Leos might not be feeling so hot about whatever's going on with you, all right? They also could be kind of getting that sense that things are not fair, or they may not just know exactly where things are at, or that they are really ready for some balance with you, okay? And to know where you stand with things. Like they are just absolutely spent. They want to know. They need straightforward and honest communication on just where you're at with things, okay? Two of Wands in reverse for a Virgo. So again, same kind of thing with them that I'm picking up, just wanting clarification, wanting direction, knowing, is this going to happen or is this not going to happen? They see you progressing, but they just don't know if they are a part of that or not. So definitely give some of that forward movement in that relationship aspect so that they kind of can move forward with some goals as well. Alright, if you guys have a Libra that you're working with, Knight of Pentacles is about having a good opportunity to move forward with this whole truce situation, with having honest communication. A good perspective that they're coming from, a good place for, they're in a good headspace to have this type of positive communication. I kind of feel like there might be a little bit more refined about their approach with you. Like maybe in the past they were a little bit more emotional, but I feel like at this point they just kind of want to be grounded about things. Okay, if you have a Scorpio, Scorpios are feeling really good, so you might have a really great thing going on with some Scorpios here where they just really fancy you. Okay, but a good time to have that communication with them too. It's going to go very, very well. Very positive outcome regardless of the direction it's going to go. Okay, if you have a Sages are not feeling great right now. So it might be a very good indication that communication is definitely needed, because somebody's stuck here. Somebody's not feeling supported, or like they even have a direction right now. So that one might be one that you certainly want to clear up so that everybody can get out of that karmic stagnancy, okay? We've got the Three of Cups with a Capricorn. So also a good indication that communication will go well with this person. You'd have a very good time, you know, moving forward with just celebrating or dating or whatever's going on. But there's going to be a lot of fulfillment with seeing eye to eye with wherever you're at with things. Okay, so very creative, very communicative, a lot of growth here regarding this connection and whatever happened in the past. Okay, so good planning, a good opportunity to, good timing to have a communication or have forward progression with a Capricorn. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse for an Aquarius. So Aquarius might be feeling a little bit in the dumps about this, not knowing if there's going to be a new beginning, or if you're ending something, they're just feeling like, man, this is kind of a more emotional force on them. I feel like it's kind of like that either way, and clarity is going to help them out tremendously. So provide that if you feel like that's, communication is going to be good this month, guys. Overall, pretty much is what I'm saying to you. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. It just might be a little bit more difficult to communicate with some of these folks, that's all. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, okay. So this is for Pisces. Pisces might not see quite eye to eye on things with you. It might take a little extra oomph to get them to kind of see what you're saying and to recognize certain things and to be able to work together on this. But they're going to have to kind of come in and integrate themselves into seeing the bigger picture about things. So you might have to communicate, or not communicate, you might have to explain things a little bit more in depth and with some details here if you're dealing with a Pisces. Okay, lovelies, that is your reading. I hope it helps. Stick around for your extended, and I will take a look at where everything's going in the bigger picture here. Outcomes, actions to take, where this is all headed. Okay, all that other good stuff that you want to know. Alright, I love you guys. I hope that helps. And I will see you for your next reading for health, money, relationships, all that other jazz. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.